Hello everybody and welcome back to CCSabers. Today we have the Anakin episode 3 and the Graflex episode 4, 5, 7, and 9. Let's take a closer look at the Graflex sabers for today. All these sabers have similarities with the bunny ears and the pins, as well as the D-rings on the 4, 5, and 7. But the only differences overall for at least the outside of the saber is the D-ring having different screws. But let's take a closer look, starting with episode 4. For the episode 4, pretty much all the sabers share the bunny ears, the red button on the back, and the pilot switch right here. They also share the brass pings, but this saber has a glass eye as well. We move down to the clamp section where this saber has the bubble card on the clamp, as well as the Graphlex engraving all over here. Then we move down to the vinyl grip section where you can say in the comments, oh, it looks so similar, how is it different? Well, episode 5 and 7 have the rivets in between, while this one does not. But we finally move down to the pommel where it looks the same, again, pretty much like episode 5 and 7, but for this one, it only has different screws, and it's pretty much the same D-ring, but again, like I said earlier, it has different screws. Now let's take a closer look at 5 and 7 and 9. Moving on to the episode 5 saber. Let's mainly just start off with the differences. Like I said before, same bunny ears, we have the button on the back, but this one has a red button on the front, not the glass eye. But we continue moving down to the clamp section. You guys said in the comments that the graph card was not silver, so we rechanged it to be more accurate, which is the gold one right here. And then we move down to the grip section. This grip only has 6, unlike the episode 4, which has 7. And like I said before, there is little rivets in the vinyl grip, which makes it a little bit different visually. And then again, we have the D-ring on the pommel, which if I turn it to the side, you can see that it sticks out a little bit more and is not directly screwed into the pommel itself. But now let's look at episode 7. So we have here is the episode 7. Now, like again, I'm going to repeat a jillion times, but same bunny ears, same button, but we are back to the glass eye. It seems in the lore, we can't keep it consistent between the button and the eye, but I like the glass eye better than the button. But we continue moving down. We have the gold circuit clamp card right here, and this one has no Graphlex engraving along the clamp section. But again, much like episode 5, we have the 6 T-vinyl grips with the rivet on the side, in between the vinyl grips, and then we have the D-ring. So for episode 5 and 7, there is a ventilation for the sound to come out of, but for episode 4 and 7, the ventilation, 4 and 9, the ventilation isn't as good, but these 5 and 7 have the best ventilation if you are into showing tricks and showing your saber skills off. But let's take a look at episode 9. Here we have the episode 9 saber. Starting from the top, we have the glass eye, much like the 4 and the 7. On the back, we have the power button. And then we have the aux button right here on the side. Moving down to the clamp, we have the leather wrapped around the whole entire thing. And then we have the circuit board right here, clamp card. And then we move down to the T-vinyl grip. You have a belt clip right here to hang onto your belt. And then this one has rivets all the way around, much like the 5 and 7. Here is the pommel, which has 2 magnets, one on the inside, one on the outside, but we took it out so it's just easier to look at the pommel. Now let's look at the chassis. 4 through 7 has a different way of opening to get to the chassis, unlike the episode 9. So we are going to take a look at the 4, and then we're going to move on to the 9 to get to the chassis. So for 4 through 7, you open up the clamp like so, and then you push in and twist a little bit. There is these little teeth on either side, so you gotta twist to open that, and then you remove this like so, or you can remove it from the end where the speaker is. And then here is the V3 Profi board with the kill switch and the power and aux button on either side. It comes with a rechargeable battery, but we don't have it in this one. And then I will show you how to remove the vinyl grip to get to the chassis for this one. So for this one, you just push and twist like so. Very easy. And then much like the episode 4, you just twist, remove. And then this one is the V2 Profi board, again with the kill switch and the power aux cord with the rechargeable battery and the 22mm speaker. Now let's put the saber all together. Now let's install the blade into the hilts. First, take your blade, clamp the bunny ears open, and then put the blade into the hilt. And then once it is in, push lightly up against the table and use your flathead screwdriver to tighten the screw on the front of the emitter. Like so. And then once it is in, make sure. There you go. Give it a little test. And then also you can hit the button right to the side, push it down to have the blast and clash sound effects. And there you go. That's how you put the blade into the hilt. Okay guys, that's the end of the video. If you want another video, hit this one right here. If you want to hit that subscribe button, that would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. And if you want one of these sabers for yourself, check it out in the description down below. Bye guys!